let's take a look at how the unknown zone label is used on a real task. The first thing to notice in this task is that our vehicle is on the highway, and some of the objects we're going to be looking at are actually very far away and off the highway. They're on a disconnected part of the scene where our vehicle is probably not going to be able to get to very quickly. Let's zoom in a bit closer to them. Now first let's look at the cuboids right here. These are actually vehicle cuboids because we do have a good number of points here, and we also do have a very good camera view of the objects. We're able to identify what the object is and the heading. Therefore, we're putting vehicle cuboids on top of these cuboids here. The same is happening for some of the other vehicle cuboids, also in a similar part of the scene. In this case, we also have a great view of the vehicle, what it is, its heading, and its position based on the cluster of points here. However, right next to it, we have an unknown zone cuboid that is much bigger. Notice that we do have clusters of points here, and just based on location, they are very close to things that we know to be vehicles. However, from the camera views, we actually never get a good view of what those objects actually are. So we're not sure what the vehicle type might be or the heading of those vehicles. Because of that, we use an unknown zone label on top of these points together. Now another thing to notice is that there's actually another unknown zone label cuboid next to it. This one has a lot fewer points, but again, we never get a good camera image of what that object might actually be. This one's more borderline. It's okay that it has an unknown zone cuboid, but remember that this part of the scene is also very far away from where our vehicle is, so it would have been okay, using the sparse points rule, to not label this cuboid at all. However, it's also okay if we do label it with an unknown zone cuboid. If we do, notice how it's actually not part of this cuboid here. That's because we don't want to include all of this empty space inside the cuboid, so we prefer to draw one unknown zone cuboid here, and then another one off here to the side.